Hi, welcome to another episode of This Stays Between Us. I'm Chrys.
And I'm Riss. We are going to talk about some stories, some confessions. They may be from us, they may be from anonymous people.
On Reddit.
And if you like what you're hearing, please give us a follow on any of the podcast platforms. Follow us on TikTok at The Real TSBU. And we're also on YouTube.
And if you don't like what we're saying, still engage, because that helps us too.
I was going to say keep it to yourself. But just kidding. We love the feedback. Just end it with a smiley face.
Just end it with, but you guys have nice hair.
Yeah.
It's good enough for me.
Yeah. As long as the last part is somewhat nice, we will be all for it.
Yeah. Love it.
No, but we do love interacting, knowing what you guys are thinking, and
stick it out with us. It's only going to get better from here.
Yes.
We're working on it.
Yes. With every show, there's a little bit of improvement.
We figure out the mic situation. The light is a little better today. We figured out how to up the saturation on the video.
Yes.
There's been growth.
Yes. Noticeable.
Do you want to start off or
Yes, I have a story.
share it with the class?
Okay. All right. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. I thought everything was fine until now. Friday, we had this family thing for my niece's grad. She's been away, so everyone was hyped to see her again. She walks in, and I'm in the kitchen with my boyfriend. Everything's chill until I notice her stop, like, dead in her tracks. And then my boyfriend looks at her like he's just seen a ghost. I'm standing there. What in the actual hell is happening right now?
They hooked up.
That's quick.
Her niece?
Quick.
Yeah. I want to know the ages. I don't want to know the ages. I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
Kindergarten graduation. High school graduation. I hope it's at least college.
Let's hope it's college.
Okay.
Okay. The entire night was a mess. Every time she walked past him, they both acted like the other didn't exist. Really. Do they think I'm blind? So after everyone leaves, I couldn't take it anymore. I asked him straight up, "You know my niece?" He freezes, stares at me for a second, and then says, "Yeah, but it's not what you think." Excuse me? So naturally, I am like, okay, then what is it? He said to me, "Complicated." Fast forward to the next day. My niece calls me out of nowhere. Her voice is shaky and asks if we can meet up. At this point, I already know it's about him.
Yeah. I'm so scared.
So we meet, and she's a mess. Playing with her hair, acting like she's about to confess. That kind of rhymed. And then she finally says this: "I work as an actress." I'm like...
No.
I'm like, okay. Waiting for her to get to the point.
He's also an actor? Or like, he watches movies? I'm so
like
nervous.
Working in your head while watching it. Then she drops this: "In adult films."
Well, yeah.
Not the plot twist you
We
thought
were
it
on the
would be.
same page the whole time. The way you're like, actress.
I know, I was like waiting for it. You're like, nope. I swear my brain just short-circuited. But she wasn't done. "Your boyfriend was one of the producers on a few of the projects I worked on." I couldn't even speak. I'm feeling my chest is caving in, and then she says, "He still owes me money." Cringe.
That's actually somehow better than what I thought it was. So they didn't sleep together. He saw her parts.
Yeah, I guess.
Not great, but And I mean, he owes her money, so.
Yeah. And then there's like, yeah. So there's an edit and she keeps going.
Oh my, okay.
For everyone already invested. So, and then, yeah, she keeps going. That was unnecessary for me to read. Sorry.
What is the update?
I'm really just building suspense here. I've spent the last few days trying to process everything. I couldn't look at him the same way after she told me. When she said those words, he still owes me money, my heart broke for her. So I've distanced myself from him. I haven't ended things yet for all the nosy people dying to know. But every time he calls or texts, I feel my skin crawl. Was I blind or stupid? I don't think I'm the savior she needs, but I want to help her get what she's owed. It's the least I can do after unknowingly bringing this man into her life again. But now there is a problem. My niece seems like she is gone. No calls, no texts, nothing. Nobody in the family has seen her or talked to her. I've been calling nonstop, even showing up at her place. Nothing. Oh gosh, last night my boyfriend offered to help me find her. He says he has an idea of where she might be, but he warned me to keep the family calm and not involved. Something about
his basement.
Something about this whole thing is off. His sudden eagerness to help. So now I am sitting in my car outside his place, waiting to hear where he thinks she is. And then she gives another update. All right, he finally told me where my niece is. This is so weird. Why does he know? Okay.
His basement.
There's only one possible answer.
Don't call the cops. Don't tell anyone where you're at. Like, call the police.
He tells me to calm down and says he found out through some of his contacts that she got a new job. Yeah, a job. Oh, wow. A round of applauses.
This woman is a little unhinged. I'm trying to be on her side, but it's a little hard.
The way she's writing it, I'm like, oh.
It's like she's trying to be too entertaining. It's like, are you making all this up?
Apparently, it's some reality TV show like Big Siblings, but for an adult audience. If she wins, she could walk away with a ton of money. And oh, by the way, he's broke and can't pay her back what he owes. So he's basically hoping Mia wins the show to settle things. Could you believe this?
No, not at all.
So, is she like, I don't get it.
I think...
Is she upset with him because he's, like, producing adult films?
It sounded like she's not upset about that. It sounded like she was upset about the money part.
Which is, like...
It's like...
Girl, not your problem.
Also, just, like, the whole thing is just weird. It's like... I don't know. It's like 2 years. We took the exit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Also, just strange. Like, I guess I don't know how any of that works at all. But, like, there's probably not a department you can sue them in or something for not paying you for your labor.
I know.
I don't know.
Is it illegal to film?
I have no idea. I think it might be. I think it depends where you're at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very interesting.
Weird.
What do you
Weird
do?
vibes. You break up with him and then you just kind of... I don't know.
Nothing.
That's just weird. I don't know.
There's just like no thoughts, no comments to be had. It's just like,
Also, I feel like that was made up. She was too like, guess what happened? Oh, I heard from him. He knows. Why wouldn't he text her saying she's doing a show? You have to come in person. Don't tell anyone. Sketchy.
That is weird. I feel like she may have exaggerated it, but it almost feels real just because if it's fake, you could have taken it in so many different directions. That would have made it better.
Maybe she's not very creative.
True. ChatGPT.
Also, big siblings. What is she saying? Like big brother?
Big brother? Maybe she's foreign.
Oh, maybe.
Like, what's the Brazilian version of Big Brother? Big Brother.
Biggie brother.
Big brother.
We were talking about this earlier. Isn't it so funny to like, I don't know, the heavy accent on certain things. Growing up, I mean, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I would hear someone say like, Vicky Vaporubi. And I thought that was a Portuguese word that like, I didn't know how to spell, but I knew what it was. It was the medicine. Just to grow up and find out that was Vicky Vapor Rub.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Were you a victim of that too?
Yes, my whole family. We were like Vicky Vaporubi, and then
Super
one
bonde.
day my brother just grabs it and he's like, Vicks Vapor Rub.
That's definitely like a. How old was I when I found this out? Like too old.
Too old.
In my 20s, for sure.
I've been having these moments way too often.
Yeah.
Where it's like my brain is not computing that certain things are the same thing. You know, like
yeah. It's like the Brazilian Portuguese file is separate. You're just like switching the drive.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, those are like just earlier today you said tang but then you said tangi, and I was like, whoa, those are the same. That one is a stupid one.
I mean, I get it. It's just heavy on the tangi, you know. There's another one too. Super bom, there was one which is like it's more straightforward, but also I don't know, because you hear this word growing up and then with a heavy accent and you're like, it's just a word in Portuguese I don't know how to spell, but then you find out it's something else. But Vicky Vaporubi is probably the worst offender for sure. That's hilarious.
You know what I think is a really funny Portuguese word? It's not like a Portuguese word, it's like one of the American word, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the way they say notebook, and that like fully means laptop. Yeah. But they use like an American word to talk about something that Americans don't call it that, you know?
Like pen drive.
Yeah. It's like USB.
For a flash drive.
Oh. I actually, because of that, I will call it a pen drive all the time. And people don't understand what I'm saying. And I'm like a USB.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So
sad. I found a story. I saved a couple that had interesting titles. I haven't read them, so maybe they suck. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of just. This is.
And I have another one to follow that one too. Okay. So.
Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my boyfriend's bro night after he put me on the spot?
No. Easy.
I know. I read this and I'm like, leave him.
Immediate answer, girl, you're right.
Seriously. So it says, so I, 24 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 26 male. 26 male.
Wait, how old was she?
24. He's 26. But I'm like, 26-year-old man asking her, like, Mommy, can I have some money?
That is...
It's gross. For about a year. He's super into his weekly bro nights with his friends, which I totally support. I usually just chill at home, do my own thing, no problem. This past Friday, we were out grabbing dinner when his friends called, asking him to come over for poker and drinks. He said, sure. And
you know what that's like? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh,
but you know what that's giving?
What?
Like gay orgy.
Just like escalating this so much. The boys called.
The boys want to get together. Okay, go have gay sex on your own time.
Seriously, it's like, okay. Also, like, bros night or like weekends are for the boys. It's like, if you want a man, just say that.
know.
We will support you. Just do what works best for you.
You don't have to call it a bros night.
Yeah.
Like, we know you're having gay sex. Just do it.
Or you're all out playing golf, but you're really just, like, perking up the booty in front of each other. It's like, we know what this is for. Y'all in your little cart with your little sticks.
You guys get in these, like, cute little outfits.
With your sticks and your little sticks. Like, please. Be so for real. And it takes hours.
Yeah.
Gay.
Yeah.
It's cool, but
trying
gay.
to put a ball in a hole.
I think we figured it out. And the whole thing is about the flag. Like, you guys are obvious.
Could you make it more obvious?
So just own up to who you are.
I know.
It's
2025. It's cool now.
Seriously. Anyway, yeah. Also weird, like, they're out grabbing dinner, and his friends call. It's like, we're gonna hang out. You're on a date with your girlfriend.
Yeah, like, you're already busy. You can't change plans. You can make plans with the boys. You can't change plans.
Now the boys just...
I know, it sounds so gay.
The boys want to get together. We want to play games. Seriously. He says sure, and then right in front of him, turned to me and went, "Babe, you got this, right?" Meaning the bill. I'd be like, this is over. You want an allowance?
I know. That would be an immediate, like, oh. Okay.
It's like, you have boyfriends. Go ask them.
Why aren't one of your boyfriends paying?
So many boyfriends and not one of them is a sugar daddy? Please. I was caught off guard, but figured, whatever, I'll cover dinner. But then he added, and can you send me some money for drinks? I'm kind of low on cash.
Oh
Again, like,
gosh.
ugh.
Yeah.
At this point, his friends were laughing and hyping him up like, yeah, take care of your man. I feel super awkward and just said, nope, I think you got it. Also, okay.
I praise her for that.
Oh, and please end this. And I'm just going to say, what is happening with the world? Because, like, the standard for the women is just, like, going up, it seems like. And for the men, it's, like, plummeted. Before, it was at least, like, you have to provide.
Yeah.
Now, it's, like, the woman takes care of the household. She has to cover expenses 50-50, 100% of the house, and then maybe still have kids. Men are the gold diggers.
No, for real.
It's like...
And they're balding while they're doing it, too, so...
And they're asking her to make him a sandwich and Venmo him cash.
Oh, the
Ew.
audacity. The male audacity.
Seriously, it's like, get out of here. Ugh. He got caught. Well, I can't talk. He got quiet, paid for his half, and left. Later, he texted saying I embarrassed him in front of his friends and that I made him look like he doesn't wear the pants in the relationship. It's like, you made yourself look broke.
You wear the skirt, honey.
And you ain't got pockets, because you ain't got no money.
The worst kind of skirt.
I know. I told him I'm happy to treat him sometimes, but I don't like being put on the spot, specifically when it's for him to go out without me. Now he's sulking.
Does he not feel embarrassed with his girlfriend? Like, with... No.
Also, she said now he's sulking. I think he's soaking in Utah with other dudes. The end. And she says his friends apparently are joking about how he lost his sponsor. What the hell is going on with these men?
How are they not making fun of him?
Seriously.
Like, just like, dude, what are you doing?
You're broke. Oh. You're ditching your girlfriend who was gonna pay for dinner. And you're asking her for money to go hang out with your little boys and your little play date.
That's embarrassing.
How do you ever, like, let him touch you again? Like, a serious question. It's like, get away from me.
Like, if I wanted a woman, I would go for one.
And she would pay half. Like, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
She would be an independent lady and she would not ask me for cash. Anyway, pathetic. There is an update, though. Not much. It just says, we officially just broke up. Good for you.
Good for you. We support it. You are not the asshole.
Also, send him an itemized bill from this relationship.
Emotional damage.
And all the bills he's made you pay.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Don't be shy. Tell us his name. Let's trash him online.
I know. I want to see what this...
I know. We're all gonna go
Delicate
Venmo request
flower.
$1 from him.
Yeah, for making us, like, the emotional, like, turmoil of even reading that. Like, oh my gosh.
Secondhand embarrassment.
For real. You know, it makes all the other men look really good, though. You know?
The bar's in hell,
The bar's
yeah.
so low.
I know.
That, like, pay for a meal and you look good. You know? How sad.
Don't ask me for cash and you look good. The bar is so low, we're tripping on it. This is sad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have another one, too.
Okay.
This is a confession.
Uh-oh.
2 weeks ago, I got incredibly angry at my company for reasons that are not so relevant for this post.
Ooh.
Which makes me think this person
Amazon.
is in the wrong.
Oh, okay. I went to like... I'm gonna get sued. So they're not relevant right now.
In a fit of petty revenge, I locked one of the bathroom stalls in the toilet. These stalls are indicator latches for locking/unlocking and have a white/red indicator on the outside to show if it's occupied or not. Normally, these can only be locked/unlocked from the inside, but if the little beam is balanced vertically before closing the door, it is possible to tip it over by sliding the indicator a bit, locking it from the outside. This is exactly what I did. So essentially, like, he can lock it from the outside, the bathroom stall.
Okay, I'm like missing the point.
He can lock the bathroom stall from the outside. He or she, I actually don't know.
He got so wrong, now no one can poop.
It's one of the stalls. Okay.
Oh, okay. So people can still poop, but it's maybe a little inconvenient. Because it might be full. Like, what are we doing with this?
Yeah, okay. It keeps going.
Oh, okay.
That's not the end.
Like,
that's so funny, that's it. That's the confession.
Get a better story, man. I was looking for like embezzlement or something, some tea.
I pooped in the toilet and I didn't flush. That's how I got the company back. Anyway, okay. So it keeps going.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought that someone is going to notice this by now, as many people use the toilet. But so far it's been locked a full week and nothing changed. There are 3 other stalls, so people can still do their business, so no one is really inconvenienced or harmed by this. My only regret is that I locked the first one in the row, and not the one next to it, because this way I could poop in peace, knowing that no one will sit in the stall next to mine. I could unlock it from the outside the same way I locked it, but at the moment I am sort of more curious to see when the company will finally do something about it. Which I personally think is hilarious. This person just made it so that they would have a stall just for them.
Wait, what?
Get it?
Okay, there's multiple stalls. He just locked one of them. He can't get in unless
he can't.
He's crawling under it?
No, he can lock and unlock it from the like he found a way where he can get the latch to like unlock from the outside.
That's kind of nice. Private bathroom.
Yeah,
he's not getting cleaned either.
Finessed the system.
Is he gonna clean it himself?
I don't know. Maybe he unlocks it at the end of the day. Brilliant.
Okay, it's like what drove us to this?
He's got an update.
Oh, okay.
The stall has been unlocked today after full 10 days. 4 days on weekend.
You need something else to do, man.
The floor was quite clean, so I'm assuming it was the cleaning personnel that unlocked it. I did not expect this post to blow up so much. Okay, and then he just, yeah.
I do have a story about that, but I don't want to tell it.
Oh, now we have to hear it.
This is so nasty.
Confession.
Okay. We have two people who listen to this, so it's fine. And I apologize to past roommates on this. This is so gross. I'm regretting this immediately. Okay, so it's relevant, so it's fine. I don't think I've told you this. Okay, anyway, whatever. So, over Christmas break, I lived with roommates or whatever. There was like a Christmas break, I think. I don't know. It was some sort of break. A lot of people were out of town. There were usually like 6 of us in the apartment and 2 bathrooms. And we just like 3 of us went in one, 3 of us went in the other one usually. But most of us were out of town. I think there were only 2 of us in the apartment. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, so there was a Taco Bell visit that led to consequences.
Well, we know where this is headed.
And it's headed there quickly. So, business was taken care of. And the business came back with the vengeance. And we didn't have a plunger. So I panicked because there was only 2 of us in the apartment. And the 2 of us were assigned to that bathroom. Mm-hmm. So it's like, she was going to know it was me. So I locked it from the inside and shut the door and was like, oh my gosh, oh no, like, I accidentally locked the door. There's no way for us to get in there. So I'm going to put in a work order. And then secretly put in the work order that they also needed to fix the toilet. The problem came up.
When we were talking about masterminds?
This gets worse.
Okay. Maybe you weren't one. But I'm proud that you tried to be.
I know. I had a plan. I was like, because she's going to know it's me. So, like, I can't fix it. And, like, whatever. I don't know. It was also late. I don't know. I think it was either the same night or the next day. This is so bad. We were like, okay, we'll use the next toilet. And then we went somewhere else. And my stomach was just upset that week, I think. And the same events followed in the second bathroom. So I locked that door too.
Like, these were not thought through.
I'm crying. Anyway, and then this roommate decided to have like a party at the apartment. There was like a game night or something happening.
Was your apartment not smelling like poo at this point?
No. It wasn't. And the doors were locked. I don't know. They were like, oh, I think someone's in there. I don't know. Whatever. It was the same night. I called one of my guy friends. And I was like, do you have a plunger? I don't want to tell you what happened. And he's like, what happened? Anyway, he didn't have one.
I need a plunger. What do you think? I'm gonna stick it on my head and like run around.
For real. Anyway, he didn't have one. And so him and I went to another friend's apartment and she had one. So
So now you went from like
there was like a 3-person mission.
3 people you didn't want to know, and now it's like
the whole apartment complex. And like we had to move the plunger from that apartment to my apartment, and it was like on the other side of the complex. So we put it in the garbage bag, and we were literally like going and hiding in between the cars so no one would see us. It was the dumbest shiz ever, literally. And yeah, so I go back to the apartment, had to like hide this thing that was obviously the shape of a plunger inside a garbage bag. Passing through the game night, my friend, the door had like the hole or whatever, and she knew how to unlock it with the bobby pin. Props to her. Maybe you just click a button. I don't know. I thought you couldn't because it was just like whatever. Yeah. She unlocked both bathrooms. We fixed it, and now everybody knows about it. I don't know if...
You're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. I don't know if she knew. I'm like, oh yeah, accidentally locked this door. I accidentally locked that door too. There was no plan.
Both bathrooms smell like shit. And I have a plunger. Oh no. I don't know what happened.
My friend, and I'm like pretty sure, she's like, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, oh, my friend's gonna help me unlock the door. And I'm like holding a plunger inside a garbage bag. Like, don't worry about this.
And it smells
Focus
like
on her
poo.
story.
Like,
I don't think it did, honestly, because the like vents were on in the bathroom and the doors were locked.
Oh, your diarrhea doesn't smell.
Okay, I might have been delusional in more than one way. It was nasty. I don't know. That's why I was like,
oh, I was dead.
I was gonna tell this story as like my friend, but like, I don't even know how.
This is a safe space.
The internet.
Everyone who's listening is so kind and accepting, and they love
all been
vulnerability.
there. Everyone loves a poop story.
Everybody's hit a plunger, for sure.
Yeah. Make sure you always have one handy. Anyway, that was sad, and it sucks when it's just and that's the same thing when you're like married and you're like, I can't do anything in this house because he knows it's me. You know, it's like, who left a mess in the kitchen? And it's like, dang it, like
it's my kid.
I've definitely blamed a lot of things on my children, but anyway, but yeah, that was so uncomfortable. When you have multiple roommates, it's easier because you're like, oh yeah, this other girl.
Yeah.
Just start a rumor.
Yeah.
It was her. She told me she locked it because she didn't know what to do.
Oh my gosh, that actually reminds me, like, one of the first time I ever had roommates in college in the dorms. We had one roommate that was very messy. She was just like much messier than the other, like the rest of us. And then there was one time that there was like a cucumber, I think, or something that like went rotten in the fridge, I think, that like nobody had thrown out. And one of my roommates turns to me and she's like, oh my gosh, did you see what, I don't want to say her name, but like that messy roommate, did you, like, she left this cucumber in the fridge.
It wasn't me. I just want to throw that out there.
She didn't throw it away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
it was you.
It was me. It was my cucumber. But I was like, you know what?
That bitch. You didn't throw her in, your friend threw her in, you just kind of kept rolling with it.
Like, you know, what's a cucumber to, like, the rest of the mess, like, she's already made? It's not like it's gonna help her, really, if I claim it.
She set a pattern. We just framed her.
But then afterwards, I cannot tell you how many times that cucumber came up, and, like, that roommate explained, like, yeah, we have this really messy roommate. She left this cucumber.
For years, you kept this lie up.
I know, I'm like, come on, of all the stories we have, we're choosing the cucumber one.
And you start kind of defending her, but not too much.
Yeah, you're like, well, I mean, she probably just, like, forgot about it.
Yeah, it happens. I don't know.
A cucumber.
That's hilarious. I mean, we've all been there. I think it's fine.
Yeah, no.
This is actually kind of tea. Do you have any other good roommate stories? I have a few. Some weird ones. There's this one that I had. She wasn't, like, sharing a room with me. She was sharing a room with one of the other girls, but she stank, dude. Do you remember this? Did you ever meet her? I also don't want to say her name. I have no idea what happened to her. I have not heard anything from her. She was a really cute girl. She, like, always did her makeup, and, like, she looked clean. She smelled nasty. It was, like, so bad. Like, and she was just gross. She would, like, take off her, like, fake eyelashes and, like, stick them in different places in the apartment. Oh. And then come back later and grab it and put it on. I know. It was gross. And she smelled bad. It was, like, BO with, like stinky feet with, like, haven't washed her cooch in a long time. Like, just so gross and, like, mildewy and yeah, it was so gross. And her boyfriend were always doing stuff on the couch, and I'm like, ugh. I am in the kitchen. Like, it's an open floor plan. Please go somewhere else.
You always, like, pull out a towel when you're gonna sit on the couch.
Oh, girl.
Like, I'm gonna sit on top of it.
I know. Hazmat suit. Fully just, like, I guess I'm in the middle of cooking, but now I'm done because y'all decided to just do it. I guess I'm eating out. Okay.
Yet again.
And so is he.
Oh, that's so funny.
Anyway, yeah, there was some gross
Yeah.
Nasty ones.
Oh, we've all been there. We've had those roommates that we just don't get along with. We should gather some roommate stories to share on our next episode.
I do have a framing one. That's maybe tea. I don't know. Maybe not that much tea. But I had a roommate that was really like, I don't know, like really intense, I guess is the way to put it. And we always had like a dishes problem in the apartment, like people not doing their dishes and that being kind of annoying. And there's this one time that I had gone out and I had just made dinner and I hadn't cleaned up yet. It was like in the sink. And she grabbed the dishes and she put it on one of my other roommates' bed. And she's like, you need to wash your dishes. And they were mine.
Did you own up to it?
Not to her, to my friend I did. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I should put them on your bed. It just happened. I was about to go in and clean it. But I don't know what she was going to do to me.
Isn't that that's the scariest part of having roommates? You're like...
She knows where I sleep.
Yeah.
She has access to kill me.
She has access to all my things.
I know. Anyway, hope they're doing well.
I wish them all the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. I think we can call it.
This has been
other stories.
Another episode of This Stays Between Us.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.